Okay, I think I'm good now. Cool.
Just like drape some black cloth over the top of your monitor to cover up the.
So tempted to. Okay, so we murdered the bourgeoisie knight. The bougie knight. Be wary of ambush. By the way, try attacking. Oh, I was going to see if I could equip, I assume not, the Blue Moon Greatsword.
Worth looking into.
Where can I see my stats?
Cat just knocked something over.
Strength 6. So I'm not even near it. So I've got 2 amazing weapons that I can't use. Great. Okay. Examine. A statue blocks your way. Why are there all these statues? How the hell do I get rid of them?
Oh man, I didn't go this direction until like 30 hours into the game.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
Yeah, you're pretty good at backstabbing in this one.
I feel it's much more generous, or maybe I did practice it some in my alt playthrough, but that was like 2 months ago when I last played that. Lloyd's Talisman.
This game just feels tighter in the way it controls.
It's nice. Excuse me, I have to go turn off my speakers. Okay, where would I equip a talisman? On a belt?
Talisman is your miracle, so it's
Oh, okay.
It's like your pyromancy claim.
But I don't see it there.
It's a weapon.
Yeah, it's not in weapons. It was Lloyd's Talisman?
Oh, Lloyd's Talisman. That's a consumable item.
Okay, boosts Estus recovery within a limited area. Seeing as I have no fucking Estus flasks yet. Very useless.
Blocks enemies from using their Estus if they invade you.
Oh, that's cool. Oh gosh, another one. Why?
Giant sacks for some reason.
Yeah, that's really disturbing. Do I learn it why?
No. Dark Souls is pretty good at just having a particular brand distressing.
Backstabbing is crazy powerful.
Yeah, the dagger, it's a bonus
Okay.
to backstab damage too.
That makes sense.
There's a couple piercing weapons that do. Oh, those souls. Shit, man.
Oh, how many? Oops. Okay, so I should maybe go back to the bonfire and level up. Since there's nothing else I can do in here, like a statue blocks my way. Which feels honestly lazy, if that's going to be what blocks my way throughout the entire game.
Well, there's a sign that said item required ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna... I don't think this will be terribly a spoiler. Is there one item that's going to, like, get rid of all the statues? Or does each statue need its own item?
Each statue, there is one type of consumable item that can remove a statue. So whenever you get one, you have to choose which path you want to
Oh,
go down.
man. Okay, I like that. That's some cool design.
And it's going to be difficult to describe. I didn't play vanilla Dark Souls 2, but Scholar of the First Sin wasn't just a release that has all the DLC with it. They also made a bunch of minor level layout changes throughout the game from the vanilla version.
Okay, and
like,
you
change the
did play the
placement of
vanilla
enemies.
version, or you didn't?
I did not play vanilla. I played
Okay.
Scholar as well. So one of the big things they changed, I think, is they put a lot more statues throughout the game. Or they moved them into different places than they were in vanilla. So I don't think that that statue there was in vanilla, or the other one that was in the starting area was in vanilla.
Okay.
I think people generally like the Scholar changes. There's a couple weird ones, but
Divine Blessing. Oops. Where would I find it? Oh my gosh, my inventory keeps going.
yeah.
Divine Blessing. Fully restores HP and cures all status effects. Dang, that's powerful. Okay. Where...
Yep, I'm never going to use that.
Oh shoot. Where was the bonfire, darn it? I know there was one out here. Did I go the wrong way somewhere?
The bonfire's in the town near the coast.
Oh, it is in the town? I didn't think I'd been in the town.
But there is a bonfire in the town. I wasn't sure if you went there when I had to talk to my mortgage broker.
Okay, I haven't been to the town yet. But I would really like to get to a bonfire, because I don't like being at like 10% health.
With 3,000 souls, yeah.
Right, I have to readjust my, calibration. 3,000 souls is a lot again.
Yeah.
I don't wipe my ass with 3,000 souls.
Further the other side away from the well here. It's closer to the coastline. The bloodstains in this game stand out a lot better, I think, and they're a lot more useful.
They do.
I almost never really noticed them in Dark Souls 1.
Now, are they player stuff, or are they...
Those are always other players that
Okay.
die.
Is it at the lighthouse? No. Have I gone too far?
Looking at it.
Oh, there it is. How did I miss that? Don't understand.
I missed it too. I missed that bonfire, and so Dark Souls 1 is actually a variant in the series in that it lets you level up at bonfires. Every other game, Bloodborne, Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2 and 3, there's an NPC you have to talk to.
Wait, so
And,
I can't level up?
You can very soon though, just look around this town.
Right. No, I get that. It's just... I don't know, I like that tie-in. It seems to make more sense to me to level up at a bonfire than the NPC.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, you can travel between bonfires immediately in all the games, so you can always travel to the place where you level up. But it begs the question, well, if I have to load the screen to level up, just move from the bonfire.
Yeah. Now, can you travel between screens, or sorry, between bonfires at the beginning of Dark Souls 3?
Yes.
Okay. So Miyazaki didn't have a problem with that.
No. Bloodborne and Demon Souls work the same way.
I wonder why Dark Souls 2 made you unlock it. I mean, it was cool to unlock it, but I remember some painful
Dark
times
Souls
before
1.
I did. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. And Dark Souls 1 also didn't let you warp to every bonfire like every other game does.
Yeah.
It works a little bit different. So Demon Souls and Bloodborne both kind of have a like hub world
So
system.
pretty.
This game looks a lot better than Dark Souls 1.
You're
That thing, Cena.
undead, aren't you? You have that distinct scent. The smell.
What
of
tipped you off? The
everyone's
fact that I'm
fate.
fucking green?
This is Majula. It is a kind of settlement. A place where life is almost
That distinct scent. Thanks, dude.
And in
I mean, that's a
these
polite way
days,
of saying I stink like I'm
there are
dead.
few places like that.
I can see the flesh rotting off your body.
I am Solden. And like you, I lost everything. And now I'm here.
Oh, is this a comrade? Will you join me in my fight?
That it was possible to break the curse. Well,
I think this dude's a
that's
comrade.
not true at all.
He lost everything.
There's
Probably got
nothing
taken by
here for
capitalist
you,
pigs.
me,
I've never seen a naked character in this game before, I don't think.
Aren't all deprived
I think
naked?
I'm not certain,
Or have you just
that-
not
yeah,
played
but I've never
deprived?
played as
Oh,
Deprived
okay.
in Dark Souls
Told that the
2.
soul is the
I played through this game
essence
once,
of
and I don't think I ever
life
watched anybody stream it or anything. I think that the swirly thing on your back is the dark side. The curse from Dark Souls 1, the item in your inventory, that's Homeward Bone, except it drains all your souls. Explains why you respawn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you see what that means? To be alive, to walk this earth. That's the real curse, right there.
Do people just like Dark Souls 1 streams that much better?
Will never die.
Like, I know Nodovan told me the same thing. He's like, oh, I haven't seen Dark Souls 2 because I had tried it a little bit and didn't really care for
There
it.
are four
Not that he
beings
played
in
it, he
this
just
land
tried
with
watching it and was like,
giant
eh.
souls.
It's a very long game
And wherever
by
you go
comparison.
from here,
Really?
you'll sooner or
I wonder if I
later
have the how
Something
long to
along
beat
those
numbers wrong.
each has a powerful soul.
It's just a really
And a
big
terrible
game
curse.
Okay.
in comparison.
If that frightens you, then you ought to just give up right now.
No, you must fight. We must bring the revolution. You can't give up right now.
Do you ever cry out for help?
Crestfallen Warrior. This is kind of a tradition. This guy should remind you of the dude you murdered immediately in Dark Souls 1.
You never talked to
The first
him?
bonfire.
You were first
Not even in your second
No, I
playthrough?
did in the second playthrough, and he did remind me a bit of it.
If you need help, what when you face danger,
Blue Sentinels?
Sentinels
Sounds like
will come to your
imperialists.
aid. Protection is yours.
Wave the Blue Covenant? No.
I see.
Well, the Blue
Then
Sentinels, I
you'll have to
mean,
brave
yeah,
this
they're blue, but their
treacherous
whole deal
journey
is that
on your
they
own. I will stay
protect people of the Way of the Blue Covenant. So if you're in Way of the Blue, what that means is someone who's in Blue
here.
Sentinels.
Go on,
If you get invaded by somebody else, a Blue Sentinel will be summoned to join your game to help defend you against the Red Invader.
then you fight
I see.
So I guess I don't know if that would be, are you defending the weak? Is that what your character would do?
I mean,
Whereas,
yes, but I wouldn't fight a Red Invader. I would welcome the Red Invader.
So you should start. This is the game where you're going to do PvP then, right?
Gonna what?
Because you get to be the Red Invader.
Oh,
This will be the
darn.
game where you do PvP.
I might have to.
Are you the next monarch? Or merely a pawn of bearer of the
Oh, the
curtain? I will
bloodstains.
remain by your side.
There are so many.
Yes, take this with you.
Sweet, I have an Estus flask.
He who made Drangleic King Vendrin,
Do I only get to use it like once?
bearer of the curtain. For
They start you with
no
one,
will
and you
never
upgrade it
regain
one at a
the
time
souls who
instead of.
frail
That's not
power.
bad. Do you not? Do I not have
Those
to
whose
kindle
names are
bonfires?
unutterable,
That's correct.
Yeah.
endowed with immense souls.
Seriously,
Their souls will
I
serve
need to
as
find
beacons.
4 Lord Souls again.
Once you have found them,
Okay.
return here to me, so that hope will not fade away.
It's part of the whole Dark Souls theme of like this cycle.
Right. It's amazing.
It's an awesome six gun.
Hippity hoppity, there is no property.
Bearer of the curtain seek the king, lest this land.
Okay, so oh, now I can level up after talking to you enough. I shouldn't do a SL1 playthrough, should I? That would be stupid.
Not Dark Souls 2 is the worst game to do. So
Okay, what do I
Stats are
want
different.
first?
well, adaptability is going to be a big one. I'm just going to link you here.
Is that
You don't need to
ADP?
do it right now. Yeah, so that's your iframes on dodge. It's just kind of a level up tax. You'll eventually have to put points into, but you could probably avoid it for now.
Probably
I
not
guess-
6 gun.
I might think about getting your strength and dex up a little bit, just so you qualify for more of the weapons that you find.
I would like to
you
get more of the
consider-
weapons.
Yeah.
What does my
increasing your
dagger
health.
use? My dagger uses dex.
I think so.
Okay, so I'll aim for maybe strength and dex 10 just to start with.
That seems reasonable, yeah. Don't neglect health. I neglected health in this game and dearly regretted it. I was getting one shot by bosses.
How do I...
There's been spares.
Okay, so select dex to 7. Wait. Oh, I have a lot of souls. Right. I can level
Yeah.
up more than
Right.
once.
So you have 3,000 souls. Like, right. That's a lot, apparently. Yes.
Okay, so strength and dex 8, and maybe one adaptability or a vigor. I'll do vigor.
I would do vigor for now. You probably need to. Your play style, you're not as obsessed with iframes as the way I am. So
I'm not. I'm gonna go for another dex to start with. I want to see if I can, and we'll see, do physical dodges instead of iframe dodges. I really like the backstabbing. If you want to link the Soviet Bear meme 6 gun, I will happily check it out. I will open that for perusing later.
Yes, so 13 iframes is how many you have in Dark Souls 1 with a fast roll. So you eventually need to get your agility score up to 105 to achieve that.
Okay.
Agility is a derived stat. It gets bonuses from both adaptability and attunement. So you'll get some bonuses to agility automatically from getting more attunement, so you can cast some more spells later on.
Okay.
There's something that I missed in town that I think you'll very much want to get. I mean, I would explore the town thoroughly, but there's in the back of the town you'll see a well with like a rock attached to it. I would attack that well.
Okay.
You'll be very happy.
Homeward Bone. Yay. Victor's Stone. Enter Covenant, offer Awstone, leave. Interesting. Don't jump off the cliff. Okay. Neck ahead. What does neck ahead mean?
Question. So the Covenant you're looking at with the Victor's Stone is something that's unique to Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2, enemies stop spawning after they die something like 16 or 17 times. And joining that Covenant stops them from despawning. They will always respawn.
I guess that's nice.
If you're farming for chunks or something, the despawning mechanic was an idea they tried out where like we don't want to over punish you. If you're really stuck in an area, like maybe it'll help you out if you just keep killing the ads. They just won't keep spawning.
That's true. I was trying to think of how many things I might have killed 16 times, but I guess some of the runbacks I might have.
Yeah. I had 1 or 2 runbacks where the enemies stopped spawning.
I don't.
I think the Covenant also makes the enemies a little bit harder. They do a little bit more damage.
Okay. There's a big pit in the middle. Is that not it?
And that's behind the pit.
It's behind the pit.
Soviet Bear would be pretty good. Class tool of the enemy.
Soviet Bear, run for you. If you can read this, vote Soviet Bear. Go Soviet Bear. Capitalist America steals your names, vote Soviet Bear. There's a puppy here that I can talk to.
One without much time remaining. Just about ready to fall apart, I'd say. Not exactly the time to be chatting with a cat.
Oh, a cat.
Well, suit yourself. Oh yes, you may call me Shalqua. Enchanté. So, what did you want anyway? Ooh, you smell wonderful.
Oh, that's disturbing. The cat thinks I smell good. Am I already a part of this covenant? Because it says abandoned covenant. Oh, I could abandon the covenant here if I already knew it.
Right.
Isn't it what? This place is. We receive only the most peculiar.
This is the game that has 4 rings.
Nothing
That's
suited you,
excellent.
I presume.
Oh no, I don't want to kill the cat, but
Well,
it
that's
did.
its name.
It did talk in French.
Well, I mean, we're using a French word, right?
What?
Can you be a proletariat in France?
I think you can have French proletariats. I mean, France
Yeah,
France had a glorious revolution. I mean, it wasn't as good of a revolution as the Soviet Revolution, but they tried. Secret ahead, therefore track those strange battle. Okay.
It's probably worth checking out the rings that she sells. You can't afford them, but just so that you know what she sells.
Okay, so now I can go upgrade my Estus Flask with the Estus Flask shard.
Yes, it'll let you have 2 Estus flasks instead of 1, which
Oh gosh.
makes a big difference. This
Be
point in
wary
the
of
game.
tough enemy, therefore required ahead.
That's a really good message.
Oh gosh. Those things are tough.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
dicks.
shh! Guess who fell down the pit running backwards?
Nice. Let me see.
Yeah, I
your
was
souls.
thinking that like Paris had a lot of communist revolutionaries in it over the years.
I don't think those pigs are worth it.
Okay, so
Therefore, regret ahead.
let's go. Wait. The person who I leveled up with was here. Oh, she moved. Okay. She's still in town. Come,
Is that a shard you found?
pretty lady.
Here, let me see it, so that I may help you to see light, however faint it might be.
Commune of them. Fair enough, Six Gun. Fair enough. Okay. So I will go check out those rings. Is there any point to like whacking barrels? Can they hide stuff in them?
You could roll into them so you're not using that. Their durability matters, but
Right. Can they have stuff in them?
sometimes.
Okay.
It's not, I mean, I wouldn't stress about it.
You do have
Most of the time it'll be obvious.
Buy item. Rings. Absorb
I'm
HP
still
from
stressing about weapon durability from Zelda, so when you're like,
Each
can I whack
defeated
barrels?
foe.
No, don't. Do not attack barrels.
so crazy. What happens in Zelda if you swing a sword but you hit nothing? Like you hit air.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Sometimes that matters though, like there's weapons that have special elemental effects that you might want to take advantage of. Like if you want to light campfire, you can get fire from a fire sword.
Why would you want to be easier to be detected by enemies?
Nothing
question.
suited you, I presume.
Don't understand.
Well, that's dismaying.
The name engraved ring was an interesting idea where you basically would pick a god
Right.
and then you would basically pick a server to play on. So anyone who has the same god, you're more likely to connect to play with them. So it was sort of a way to have more targeted multiplayer.
Interesting. But very, very vaguely targeted.
Yeah, very vaguely targeted.
Hello there. Welcome to my shop. I'm sorry. I could really use the.
Oh my gosh, it's a
I
merchant.
came from the west, from Volgan. Have you been there? It's a lively place, vibrant, very competitive, of course. But I didn't have the funding for that, so I left home. It's been years since. I don't even know why I'm still. Everything's all run down. The group calling themselves.
Yeah, everything's run down and dying for business because you're believing in the capitalist system. You haven't embraced the revolution. Ah, why is he doing this?
Oh, there's absolute. Oh, thank God.
I feel he could be converted. What does he sell? Iron Parma, Silver Kite Shield, Twin Dragon Shield. How do I... Oh, there we go. Gauntlets, boots, helm, falconers.
Well,
I don't know how to determine whether or not he dies.
That's a good question.
Like, I feel He's down on
If
his
you're
luck.
listening for keywords and dialogue, yeah.
He's been oppressed by the capitalist system, but he hasn't embraced the revolution yet. Also, he probably left something in his attic above him, like a Titanite shard, which seems like a really poor idea. But the Titanite shard belongs to the people, and it will serve the revolution. He does seem oppressed. Can I free him from that oppression? He's definitely oppressed. So maybe I should wait and see if he will come to see the light. Why? How are all these people dying in here? Oh, they're fighting him, I presume? Okay.
Yeah.
There are so many bloodstains.
I love the bloodstains in Dark Souls 2. It's so much more helpful.
That's true. He's definitely not an enemy of the people.
This is the one where when there's multiple bloodstains stacked, if you click one, it just shows you all of their...
There's no point
Actions
in
at
killing
once.
those little pigs.
No, I wouldn't bother. Regret God is absolutely true.
Yet. Yet is the operative word. 6 gun. Time is
Oh, I looked up that ring that increases aggro. Apparently, you use that when you're doing co-op and helping somebody because it causes all the enemies and the boss to aggro only
That's
you.
clever.
That's kind of cool.
Was there another way out of the town, or is this kind of the only way?
Oh, there's a ton of ways out of this town.
Okay. Oh, I need to... Let's see, where's my Estus flask? Okay, so I've got my Estus flask. I don't want to use the human effigy. I don't care about that, don't care about that, don't care about that. Maybe homeward bone, sure. All of these things are consumables, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Except maybe like the black separation crystal. Or the
Right. I think
dark
if there's not
sun.
if there's not a number next to it, then you has infinite.
Oh,
uses.
that's good. Yeah, okay. Cool. So that's all I need. Neat.
Hey, so
Hey, Sailor Dan, how's it going? Okay, so there are 2 entrances over here. I feel that this is the one I came from. Let's check it out. That's annoying that I can't level up at bonfires.
it's not too big of a deal.
Yeah.
Game loads pretty fast. We just work back to Majula. There's also so many more NPCs in Majula in this one that it's usually worth popping back here and consider using your souls on something else.
Is my death count not showing?
Oh, it's there.
Okay. Death count is 8. I think, because I fell down into the pit once. But
Oh, it's
then the only
missed
time I
that.
died. No worries. Okay, so there's another statue. Am I able to go back here and kill that stupid hippo man?
Go for it. Oh, can you turn on Ankbot?
Yes. Wait, is Ankbot not on? Ankbot is on.
Is it connected?
Oh, is the command not working?
Oh, it looks like it updated the text file.
But not...
Can you paste the command text into chat or Discord? I can fix
Yeah,
it for you.
this is what I currently have.
One sec. Keep going. I'll fix it.
Okay. No, I'm a hollowed. You always start as this. Most people just have armor on, so you can't see it.
Yeah, I see the problems. I'm missing a quote. You want a quote before the capital C in Comrade?
Okay, so capital C and Comrade. Okay. So I'm going to do that and add modify and overwrite it. Now do I have to do anything?
No, I'll take care of it.
Okay, thanks. Much appreciated. I did kind of want to get to a boss because I had a cool new victory theme.
Nice.
But I've got 90 minutes left, so that Still
If you
seems
fight
possible.
the pig thing, I'd say it's a mini boss.
Is
not
he
really
strong
supposed to
enough to
fight it.
count as that?
It's pretty hard.
Okay, so I'm not supposed to fight him.
Yeah, it's kind of a tradition. Guess you kind of have that in Dark Souls 1, but it's more,
With the Black Knights, or is this...
yeah, the Black Knights.
Okay.
This guy's like the equivalent. But Bloodborne and Demon Souls and Dark Souls 3 all have enemies early on that are hard. Cycle! But the Soviet national anthem is way cooler than the US national anthem. Our flag didn't just float up.
He sat on me. Yeah, the Soviet anthem is amazing. It's also sad because the US has, like, decent songs, but pick one of them. Okay, Flask. Shoot. Rhino's endangered. How did he guess, Six Gun? How did he guess? I mean, it might be right. You'll have to wait to see.
There, it's working now.
Oh, did I forget to rest at that other bonfire? Oh, I
You
see.
can warp there.
There's one. Oh,
You can warp to every
right.
bonfire.
Right, that's amazing.
Yay! Convenience.
Quality of life options. If I can find a bonfire. As he spins around like an idiot.
Yeah, so you'll notice that each time you die, your character looks slightly grosser, and your max health total
Okay.
is dropping. a
How
little
do I
bit.
get it back up?
You use a human effigy.
Okay.
But I would wait. That's a strategy in this game where,
That's
like,
interesting.
well, I can survive a couple more deaths, and then once you get down to 50% and it stops going down, okay, now's probably a good time to use it.
So, I don't know if you looked into the Satanic Panic Kickstarter at all?
Not a great length. No.
Sorry. Balancing something like that, like you're balancing how much you want to get back your stuff versus your limited effigies, reminded me of a mechanic in it. I went the wrong way. So the premise of the Satanic Panic game is the Satanic Panic is real, RPG players are summoning demons, and your federal agents said to stop them.
Cool.
Because you're federal agents, you have like M16s and Humvees and whatnot, and so you're the biggest, baddest ass whenever you do anything, basically, unless like they summon a giant demon and it's really hard to take out. But in most combats, you will easily be able to crush your enemies because they're like nerdy little D&D players. So here's the interesting part. Overkill hurts because it creates collateral damage that then needs to be cleaned up or explained away. And so your commanding officer or bureau, whatever, gets upset and reduces your funding because you clearly had too
That's
much.
interesting.
And so you might have a dice pool of 16 d10s for your damage for your M16. But you have to think, how many of these do I need to kill him, but not to like blow up the gaming store? Because then
That's
I'll
a
have to
really cool
explain
system.
that. And I was like, that's a
I've
really...
never heard of a game that disincentivizes overkill. It's smart.
Right, well, and it sounds like the creator who they interviewed on the Fear the Boot podcast, which is where I heard this, he's looking a lot at tabletop RPGs, and he's like, board games. Board games have stolen a ton from tabletop RPGs in the past 5 to 10 years. Why haven't we stolen back
Yeah.
where we
I
as
agree.
tabletop RPGs? And he's like, we should be doing a lot more.
There's a lot of opportunity to build a system where your characters are just inherently OP all the time,
Right.
and the way you check them is by requiring them to not be OP on purpose.
Right, and board games have a bunch of ways of balancing things very, very well. And so there's a decent question of like, well, we could use that. Okay, so I rested at this bonfire now. So now I just have to find my way back to the stupid thing, which I thought was over here. But then I got like lost and confused because that happens all the time with me. Here we go. Let's try not to get crushed. Yeah, well, and typically I think in tabletop RPGs it's done by facing harder enemies, but a self-balancing system like that collateral damage or something, I think is more interesting.
This guy is going to count as a boss at this point in the game.
Yeah. That seems fair.
I think you consume stamina a lot faster.
I don't
It regenerates
like it. Although I did use giant weapons in the last game, so that might be part of my issue. Is I'm like, I can hit things 4 times. It's amazing. Come on. No, I thought I had dodged that. No.
50%? Pretty decent though.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I need to get to 100% to kill the fat
That's
capitalist pig. Rhino thing. Capitalist rhino?
Troll monster.
I don't even know. Thank you.
But one thing people get frustrated about with this game is that another thing the adaptability stat governs is how quickly you chug an Estus flask.
Oh,
And
I may need to max that out then.
the base chug speed is pretty slow, and you'll notice that your health slowly fills.
Yeah, I know.
You'll also notice your character looks significantly grosser now.
Yeah,
Hair's all patchy.
like boils and whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh, and the marker on my health bar shows me.
Yep. So once that's at the 50% mark, you're at as low as you can go.
Okay, so then
You keep passing the boss to the path to the rhino.
it's,
There's a little tree branch you could run through.
here we are. That was not a promising start. How did that miss? Yeah, I look really I'm not sure I like... that's a brutal system. I won't say I won't like it. I'll say that it's very mean.
Yeah, it's pretty similar. So, Demon Souls was when you were not in that game's equivalent of human form, you just had half health, like, instantly. Dark Souls toned that down and said there's not really going to be a difference between being hollowed. And in this game said, let's do a compromise between Demon Souls and Dark Souls.
Right, so in Demon Souls, did you just have to, like, not die?
If you wanted to have full health, yeah.
Was the game balanced around, like, just having half health all the time, or...?
Pretty much,
Okay.
yeah. So you would have the full health for a boss attempt maybe
Okay,
every now and again, but
okay.
I think this game's balanced in that direction too. Like, not so much when you're running through areas, but when you're fighting individual big enemies like bosses and mini bosses. Definitely having half HPs when you die can help with arrows.
Can I... Oh, come on. I wanted to chug it there. I swear I hit the button. Can I backstab him?
Don't think so, no.
That's unfortunate, seeing as that's my main method of damage.
can totally beat him. I think you've seen all of his animations.
Yeah. No, he's
Some that are more punishable. than
beatable
others.
as long as my health doesn't just rot away to nothing.
This is still like so crazy after Dark Souls 1.
Right.
What's the Russian sun will melt down?
Back. Keep having to be even more careful. It's unfair. What? I had not seen the animation where he bites my head off.
Oh, that's cool. I don't think I've seen that before either. I'm waiting for it to go up there.
That was pretty cool. I'll grant it that. That was pretty cool.
Now, him grabbing you there is some pretty infamous Dark Souls 2 horse shit.
Because
The
like I
enemies
was
like to
dodging off to
track
the
you.
side.
Yeah, and he like got filtered into him. There's not a lot of examples of that, but because like the rest of the series, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Dark Souls 3 are so good about hitbox porn, a couple of times where it happens, it really stands out.
Now maybe I wasn't watching closely. I felt it was vaguely unfair because I hadn't seen the animation before, but whatever, that's going to happen. It looked like his hand reached out and grabbed me, so I don't feel I can complain too much.
Yeah, I think it's just in Dark Souls, that same enemy with that same animation would have been far enough away from him for it to not have affected you. It would have been like a glancing blow and knocked you down or something.
Yeah.
The big one when you get into bigger enemies later, like enemies that do like a charge up attack where they hold their sword over their head and bring them down. In Dark Souls 1, you can pretty easily watch for that animation, get out of the way, and then go back and punish them. In this game, they track you the entire thing, so they'll hold the sword in the air and just follow
see.
you, turn around until you slam it down.
Which is good strategy, but a pain.
Yeah, especially if you've trained yourself on punishing stuff. Hey, Kupo.
I feel that hey Yukupo, how's it going? The dodge is really slow to start its animation. Maybe
It's very
that's...
simple.
Oh my... Okay, there, that was... When he sat on me there, he didn't sit on me. You'll see it in like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he
he
did.
did less damage than he would
Okay.
have if he had sat on you. But
The Dark Soulsing is very fun, Yukupo. We are killing some fat rhino who deserves it.
behind that one.
And RPing the Communist Revolution brought to... What's the name of this place?
This one is Love.
I only have one human effigy, right?
I wouldn't worry about it.
Jeez.
It's okay. Yeah, you could probably just fight this guy at half health.
Yeah, just get good.
Drawing Lake is this world.
Oh! Fudgesicles, I had a menu open when I... There goes the head, and there goes the one-shot. Special. Do we think we'll get him in less than 70 deaths, or whatever that guy at the Firelink Shrine was?
Oh, you're doing so much better with this guy than
I know,
the first
I know.
20 hours of Dark Souls 1. I had trouble with this dude too. He's rough. I had to really learn his animations, and the sucky part is like thinking you can punish, and like no, that's not the one you can actually get a hit on.
Yeah. It's always the risk-reward calculation. That's one of the
Yeah.
very fun things about these games.
Yeah.
This is me angrily spamming the dodge button. Dranglick?
Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like I'm at about 50%, so this is about as... Oh my gosh, I can't look at myself.
Fairly early in this game, you're going to get an item that will let you have other players summon you into their world to help them. And when you do that successfully, it restores your humanity, and it's an infinite use thing.
Good night, Six Gun. Oh, that's cool. Well, that's
So I
also the
would
sort
use
of thing
quite
that
a bit.
Comrade Lana would definitely do.
For sure. Yeah, no, it's a fun mechanic. And it's not even necessarily that you have to help them fight the boss. It's you just have to fight a certain number of enemies, and then you'll get to keep the souls you got from helping them,
Very cool.
and then you'll get your humanity restored.
There was some of that bullshit tracking. This is a tough arena to fight this guy into. It's good training, but it's hard.
Yeah, that is exactly the tracking thing I was talking about. It's pretty standard in this one.
So I was like, I'm gonna dodge past him. No,
Nice
you
try.
won't.
You might have if you had Dark Souls 1 iframes.
Yeah. How many iframes do I start with here?
5 versus 13 in Dark Souls 1.
And that's like a 1/12 of a second then? Is an iframe
Yeah.
roughly a 60th of a second?
Yeah.
How do I keep missing it? I'm such a noob.
You turn right as soon as you cross the bridge.
I know.
And go into the area thing.
But it's like the design of the game or the way it looks. I just naturally think I should turn left. I love the big hoof prints.
Yeah,
Those are so
there's
ominous.
lots of really nice environmental things in Dark Souls 2. The world design in this is top notch. Aside from it not being
come on. Oh. I might know what I'm doing. Do I need stamina to roll?
Yes. That's what I was talking about earlier.
Now I understand. Because I never thought of stamina to roll. I don't know if... Did I ever get something that let me roll with low stamina?
No, you just...
Okay.
No. All the way through Dark Souls 1.
I didn't realize that. Now I understand why I don't, like, wait until I run out of stamina.
It's pretty fast. Yeah. Funny.
Okay.
You passed it again.
Yep. But I did get to see how much stamina different attacks use up.
Yeah, it's good to know how many times when you press R1 before you have to press
Okay.
B.
So about 3 is pretty safe. Whoa! And that's why the roll fell asleep.
Sure, because you didn't have any stamina to use it.
Right. It felt slow.
I mean, you had 40 endurance in Dark Souls 1, and you tended to use a heavy weapon, so even with all the R1 spam, I think every time you're hitting R1 with this dagger, you're swinging, and you were hitting R1 like 7 times and getting maybe 2 swings out, which wasn't enough to consume your stamina in the first game.
It's so fun when it's frustrating, though. Terrible, but fun.
You'll get it. You could wait till you have a better weapon, maybe some armor.
Maybe. I feel that if I had full health, I would have a significantly better chance.
You can use your human effigy.
Yeah.
You can get them in the game.
Right.
There might be one. Did you check the upstairs area of this house?
I think that's where I got this one.
The one you went in?
I'm not positive. It's doing so well.
I think you're going back into an engage with not letting your stamina come all the way back. That screwed you there.
But he sat down.
Yeah.
And
I don't think you should ever go in to start attacking him until your stamina.
I needed to punish him for sitting down. I think you're very right. That's exactly what was
Yeah.
wrong. And I was actually thinking about that as it happened. I'm like, can I? I'm not sure. But I could get a hit in. Not being able to backstab him also really sucks. I guess most bosses weren't backstabbable, were they? In Dark Souls 1?
What was that backstabbable? Sorry?
Most bosses weren't backstabbable in Dark Souls 1.
That's correct.
So if you make a backstab build, it's kind of...
Well, there's some. Like, Torch Giant can backstab. And critical damage isn't just backstabbing, it's also parrying and riposting, which you can do against a lot of bosses. You're being greedy, man. I know he's sitting. You gotta get 2 stamina, come all the way back.
I need more stamina. I need infinite
There's an
stamina.
item in the back of his den you keep almost picking up too.
Oh, really? I can go get at that.
You died because you were aggressive.
I know all too well.
You're gonna get it. It'll be funny. It's like after this, you'll just put all your points in stamina, and it won't be a problem again. It'll be like how you practice parrying against them.
Practiced what?
And like never parry again. Practice parrying
Oh,
against
yeah.
the customer, and then never use it again.
Yep. Parrying is dumb. I didn't like it. Okay. Let's see if we can. An item? I don't see any item.
It's like in the little cave he's staring at.
Gold pine resin. That doesn't seem like it was quite worth it. I mean, not that it's bad, it's just not maybe great.
I guess you could use it to buff your weapon if you think you're gonna have a really good attempt, but it's consumable, so. It adds lightning damage to your weapon.
Oh, that would be sweet. But it only lasts one attempt.
There's also a ring you can get pretty early on in this game that limits the HP loss due to holification to 75% instead of 50%.
Oh, that's crazy.
Available pretty early in the game.
Okay, I'm being careful. He sat and I didn't go for him. I let my stamina refill.
Good job. It's not a guarantee you're gonna win. Good job.
This is where I need the beacon.
Oh yeah. They're an oximeter for like $20.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
thought they would be way more than that. I can totally do that.
Check Amazon oximeter. I'm sure it has a USB for you can have some software to display it.
No!
That was so close. Oh, he was a sliver of health.
It wasn't a pixel, but it was very little.
It was still like 2 hits to go.
Yep.
Look at it. Yeah, but man, you're being cautious. Holy shit.
I wasn't at the end. I think I could have.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't being super reckless, but I could have been more cautious. Whew. Okay. He never turns at the same rate on the pole. Like sometimes he takes a long time. I really like the idea of that. Is it an item or a ring that sets it to 75%?
It's a ring. And since there's 4 rings, it's not
That
that
sounds
big of a
amazing.
deal. It's not too bad to get this one.
Imagine speedrunners on fans.
No, they just wouldn't care.
Right, and or they wouldn't die that much. Hopefully. I thought I had dodged past him sideways on that one. I guess I hadn't gotten it started quick enough. But I didn't die from being reckless. Improvements. At least I don't think I did.
Oh, doing better. So it limits your health reduction rings. You can get it pretty early in the game too. The ring that limits your health reduction while hollowed, you can get it pretty early. So if you want me to point you in that direction, I certainly am happy to.
Definitely. Yeah, that sounds really nice. Because right now, like, 2 hits from him and I'm dead. So after he hits me once, I have to use a flask.
Great.
Like now, when I thought I'd really dodged past him. He's a hard one though, because there's not a weapon I can use to determine like where I should be dodging.
Right. Yeah. That was an iframe problem. I just saw that dodge.
And yeah,
I thought with Dark Souls 1 you would have really drew it. I think that this will ultimately be worth doing though. This isn't just like for souls, he does drop something. Oh, cool.
See, I'm doing it for glory. Glory.
Good. Well done. Saw you. Dagger, dagger, dagger. Dodge.
Yeah.
Old Brewski with dagger, dagger, dagger. Dagger, dagger, dagger. Oh man, those 5 iframes.
Wow.
Oh, you got him in a sitting pattern, then you got greedy.
I didn't know how to keep him there.
No, I just say that you had him sitting, and you're like, oh man, he's done this like 4 times. Like, I can just go in now.
Oh, but the greed wasn't what killed me. Have you seen my death yet?
Oh, no, I just saw your death.
That wasn't greed. That was... I guess can I always dodge backwards? Because I have to dodge past him sometimes, I feel. And it's always the
I think you can
dodging.
always dodge backwards. You might be able to try to like lure him along its side and then.
Does he
dash past him on
reset
your
his
face.
health if I go through these little things?
Oh no, you're just
Oh, really? Oh, this changes everything.
nothing resets health in Dark Souls.
Oh, I could have sworn that happened. I believe you. I just, for some reason, was thinking...
I mean, that's a bit of a WoW thing, right?
Patience? Yeah, that's totally another thing. And that's me thinking in like WoW terms or something.
There are enemies who like will cast healing abilities, but there are no enemies that will just gain all their health back if you cause them to leash. Totally Regent strategy. Like, that may have been how I beat him.
You should know that from killing the Onion Knight. Because I whittled him down.
If you decide not to lure him back to the hole that you can't follow you through and make him leash, you can try to... Yeah, no worries.
I need to I can't hear you over his grunts. Which is... If I decide to lure him back...
If you don't decide to lure him through the hole so that he leashes, the other option is to try to fight him along one side of the valley. And once you're too far back that you can't roll backwards anymore, drop lock on and sprint like diagonally away from him in the opposite wall.
Okay.
So you'll be moving so fast that by the time he gets his attack off, he'll have missed you. I think what you're doing is instead of that, you're like staying locked on, getting close to him, and then dodging like,
Yes.
perpendicular to him.
That's exactly
But
what I was
because you're locked on, you're like stuck on his body, and you're not going as straight away from him as you.
So
could.
the problem with
Drop
backing
lock.
up is I feel that I get caught in corners. Now maybe I won't. We'll see.
Hey, mindless nobody.
How is it Hollow Undead? I don't quite understand the question.
How is it, Hollow Undead?
Oh, it's good. We're fighting for the glory of the mother.
Brewski's role playing as a like Bolshevik.
A hero of the people.
So any NPC that shows blatant like luxury or service to the capitalist system gets murdered. To the NPC with the fake paid service taken out.
Come on.
God, the number of times you've dodged and had iframes in this is blowing my mind. You have 5 iframes that shouldn't be happening.
But how I love those 5 iframes. It's like forward flop attack. I like that.
I know, come on, dude. Stop doing the 1-2. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Oh, great. Then finally does it. I couldn't get close enough to get a single hit off. Hey, Nodden, how's it going? Yeah, I've got another 50 minutes. Hopefully that'll be enough to kill this guy. Yeah, being hollow makes me look really ugly.
And look at his health total, Nodovan.
Yeah, it's super fun. It's called super fun mode.
You get aggressively.
Okay, see, this is why backing up just doesn't work, and I shouldn't try it, because I rolled into a rock and then died because of that.
Oh, sure, because you don't.
If I could zoom my camera out, like...
Alright.
Yeah, because I've died that much, I've become hollower, so my max is 50%, which is just unfun.
Each time you die, your health goes down. Your max health goes down by 5% until a maximum of minus 50%.
Oh, really?
And then you can become human again and go back to 100%, and it ticks back down again. You get progressively uglier each time, which is a nice, visual.
It is a nice touch. Dark Souls is cruel. We play this because we're masochists.
Hammer and sickle are a gold to our Tori.
Sickles. Yeah, I don't have a hammer or a sickle yet. Oh, the hammer that I picked up? Yeah, I need 50 strength to wield that, so... About that.
This is funny. We were all cracking up in Hyde. That's what you got.
Is it, like, super amazing?
Yeah.
And it's a random
You
drop
really
or
get-
something?
Yeah, whenever you trade one of those pebbles, it gives you, like... Usually it gives you an upgrade material. It almost never gives you a weapon.
Yeah, so I can wield it, but it takes like 5 seconds to do a single swing, and it does it like 10% damage. So it would be really, really badly, and I would just die. At least if it's at all like Dark Souls 1. I mean, I can take it out and we can see. Let's look. Demon's Great Hammer. Okay, I'm going to make sure I'm two-handing
What's the
it.
strength requirement on the Moonlight Greatsword?
Like 23.
Okay, so you need to have like...
Yeah, so, I mean, this looks great, but I don't know that it'll hit for much, right? I mean,
It probably won't.
I could
You
try
can give
it.
it a try.
There's no... Yeah, that's true.
You know it, Death Adder. Ooh, girl. Your dagger was doing like 72 damage a hit, I think.
Oh, that's interesting.
6.
So this damage isn't terrible, at least not like the first game, but a short hit did 60, and a jumping hard attack did 58.
That is really weird.
Thank you, Death Adder. I agree. Sexy as fuck.
Yeah. 2 is very, very difficult.
Heroes of the people generally are. Cool.
3 has some really hard parts.
I haven't played Dark Souls 3. I started with Dark Souls 1. Beat that last week after a few months. Was my dagger doing 60?
I think so. I think it was 72.
We'll see.
Have you been using R1 or R2 with the dagger?
R1.
You might try R2. It's more in the style of the heavy weapons you're used to.
Yeah,
It's-
don't... We'll see.
I mean, you're not gonna be able to swing a bunch of times, but if you swing just once and then you dodge
I don't
away,
think
then
it's
you
that
swing
much more,
twice,
so I'm gonna start with R1. So that one's doing about 30. Congrats. What's your jump range? 60-ish?
I think because you just equipped all 3 weapons, your equip load sucks now, and you're gonna have a shittier roll.
Facepalm, that makes sense.
Yeah. That's why they all the way there.
So that's why you don't have a billion weapons. I don't like that. I mean, it's a reasonable gameplay decision. I understand why they do it. 46 to 40. Oh, right, because you're kitted for an exploration, not racing. Dark Souls 2 has a more magical feel to it. Dark Souls 3 is basically Uncharted. That's interesting. Dark Souls 2 just looks gorgeous compared to 1, so I've been soaking in the beauty. Oh, 60 light year range is definitely possible, Donovan. My Asp almost has that if I like strip it all the way down. Somebody in the beta got an Anaconda up to a 70 light year jump range. Like with stupid amounts of engineering and stuff like that. But they also are changing the Diamondback Explorer in the beta, which will probably be the new favorite racing ship. Because it's going to be able to have a better jump range than the Asp, and it might even have a better jump range than the Anaconda for the Sagittarius A run, which will be interesting to see. Yeah, jumping past him just... heart attacks are 100. So this was in the beta, not event, and you had to engineer lightweight life support and lightweight sensors. And you have to use a smaller fuel tank, and you don't have any modules that weigh anything. And you also have to use a 1D distributor, so you can't boost. And the smallest thrusters possible. You may actually have to use smaller thrusters than the Anaconda can actually rate, but you overcharge the thrusters with dirty drive tuning so they can actually move it. It can hit 60. It's been done, not event. It took some buckyballer like 60 rolls, and he got the perfect roll specifically for the Sagittarius A run. 60 is 100% possible. And I need to remember to use my heavy attack. Okay, so I can do one heavy attack at a time. Maybe two. We'll see.
I think the one heavy attack seems pretty safe. You do that, roll away. Do that, roll away. Your best attempts at win that sort of fighting. When you get that good burger gift.
This was on
I understand
live.
some of those words.
Sorry. Oh, why am I gonna eat that? This was on live, not event. There was a new record set a few months ago. You can, if you Google Buckyball Racing Club, our site should be the first response, and there should be a link to the Sagittarius A thread, or I can find it for you later. But 60 light years has been done, 70 light years has been done on beta. Promises. That was a good tip for the heavy attack, though. That might make up for this guy not being backstabbable. And I think even if I can't do 2 heavy attacks, I can always get 1 heavy attack off, as opposed to sometimes I could only get 1 light attack off. Oh, that was 68. That was 103. I don't understand the difference. I'm not comfortable here, so I'm going to go all the way out and get him back. Yeah, if I can get him into a sit loop, not of him, it works really well.
Turn my heart rate monitor on there. No pressure. But you're basically going to give me a heart attack if you fuck this up, so.
I mean, I figure. I'm surprised that didn't happen at all during Dark Souls. Oh yeah, I got greedy at the end, just to make it look good.
Your victory sound effect? I'll have to turn this on.
Yeah. Yeah, you should do victory. Hopefully it works. Is it not working? Damn it. Hashtag victory everyone. Oh, there we go. Let's try it now. There we go.
Put the snow pan around the character.
Seems appropriate. What did I get?
You got a ring.
Oh, excellent. I like
It's a
rings.
very good ring too. I think I was even using it in the end game.
Additional reduction of enemy poise. Ooh, I like this. Okay.
So it makes it more likely for you to stagger enemies with your attacks.
Okay. Cool.
It's heavy. Keep that in mind, but
The ring is heavy.
it's a stone ring.
Gosh,
You're fine though. Like,
this game. This game. Is this a dead end over here? Have I discovered pretty much everything in this initial zone?
yeah,
it's
you're,
a dead
you're
end.
pretty much good to go.
Okay.
You can go back to the bonfire, spend your 1,000 souls.
Yep.
Maybe use your effigy.
Yeah, I thought you would appreciate that, Nodovan. I'm sad Six Gun had to go to bed. He'll probably enjoy
He'll
it too.
love that.
I was happy I could
Yeah, that
find
one-
one that's just long enough to like be triumphant, but not excruciatingly long or like 5 seconds.
You pretty much just need like the Saivo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, I could probably. I think it's like 20 seconds. I could probably cut it down
No,
to 10.
it's-
But
No, I think it's perfect at 20 because it takes. How often do you beat a boss or,
Yeah.
or die to something 30 times? So
oops.
it's the same thing with like the long hallways. That's like the 37 song and the pocket ones per game.
Okay. That was fun. I'm excited. I didn't realize heart rate monitors were that cheap. I thought it would be like Fitbit expensive, which is like $100.
No. So there's.
Okay, where are you, lady? I feel bad talking to her. She's so pretty, and I'm so ugly. Excuse me.
Seek the king.
Excuse me, pretty lady. Please deign to look at me. Okay, level up. I've only got enough for one. Let's go to Dex 10. Oh. We'll do more life. Oh wait, what? You know, vitality gives me more life, which is cool. Okay. Now I can use my human effigy. I guess.
It won't be ugly for about 3 minutes.
Yay! I still don't have any clothes though. It's been a while. Oh, what I should do after beating a boss is immediately use an effigy, so that I have it in time for the slow pan. Okay, let's see where else we can go.
Non-USB is like $15, but you'll need the USB one so you can capture it.
Which is like...
That's all you'll need. Like 35.
That's affordable.
It's fun for Dark Souls. I don't know what you, my heart. Gets crazy
I'm
with
really
some
curious
bosses.
also how accurate my Fitbit was, because after like an intense attempt, I looked at it and it claimed my heart rate was 68, and my resting is like 55 to 60. So like, I was suspicious of its accuracy, shall we say. This is the way back, right?
Yeah. There's 2 other exits from Majula. If you look around.
So this is going to be tough, Nodovan. It's going to be merchant by merchant. So like there's a little merchant in the town, but he specifically came here because he was being oppressed by the capitalist system in whatever land he was from and didn't have the money to pay bribes and whatnot. So I decided not to kill him because he doesn't show signs of being an enemy of the people yet.
You know, you might actually have armor I think the game starts you with a basic armor set. It doesn't
I
equip
think
you.
as deprived you don't. We'll see. Oh. Well, look at that.
That might have helped a little bit. I don't know if it would have saved you from getting 2-shot at half health, but
Okay.
it's like that cloak you're wearing in the opening cutscene.
Okay. But it's something as opposed to nothing.
Because you come from a different world in this game,
Okay.
or a different. Maybe world's not the right answer.
Yeah, but now I look like a
Evolution.
black fascist. Oh, this
Yeah,
is
that's
going to
weird.
be
Keep
soul
being
fashion souls.
Yeah. Yep.
All the fashion souls. Okay, so if I hold down B, I can slide. Okay, well,
There's
we...
always the benefits to being naked.
Yeah.
Always got fast roll. Actually, I think that this game is the only one in the series that has graded stamina regeneration based on equip load. So, like, each additional point of equip load makes your stamina regeneration that much better. If that makes sense.
Oh, so there's
There
no
are
breakpoints.
too
Oh,
with
that's
fast roll.
frustrating. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
But also, like, you can't just be good enough. Did I already go in here? No, I can't. Because it's locked or something. It's locked. Oh, wow. This is interesting. This is the first time in this game on the side of this church that I've noticed a tiled texture, which is pretty impressive. That it took that long, that is. Okay, these are the stupid things that I don't want to fight. Run away, run away, run away. Find another way out of the town. Oh, here's a crypt. I could go down here. Which way to the ring about the thingy?
It might be the crypt you're looking at. I'll
Okay.
watch on the stream here in a few seconds.
Woman in short tears ahead. Beware
Yeah, the
of
crypt is the way
saint
you wanna
and
go, I
tough
think.
enemy ahead. Item required ahead, and then try beating to a pulp. Contraption does not move. Merchant ahead. Exciting. Many things are ahead.
You notice they gave quite a bit more phrases available for Dark Souls.
Oh
2
yeah, and it
messages.
looks like you can string them together. You don't necessarily need to choose one. I like it because it's still limited and you have to be creative, but it allows for some more freedom, creativity. Like sometimes you can actually be too limiting,
Right,
e.g. Hearthstone.
right. Thanks.
I got a Crimson Parma. Is that a shield?
I think so.
I wonder... Can I see the difference between two-handing or not my dagger? Is that the blue plus 30? Like I've got 57 damage plus 30?
I don't think you can see it now. I think that's saying that's bonus 30 physical damage.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, from like stabbing aim.
Yeah. That's probably not a bad idea to have a shield at the ready. Left on the D-pad to swap. Yeah, you got it.
Praise the sun. Lever and then left. I don't see the lever. Can I get under here? Dwarf required ahead. I have to be a dwarf? Try rolling.
Oh, that's the joke. Dwarf required ahead, you'll see that a lot, and there's like spaces that don't teach you how to reach them if your character's too tall. The other one they'll do is a beanpole required ahead if it's a place where you need to be really thin to fit through it, and you can't actually fit through it, it's just a joke.
Okay, that's cool. Try rolling. Try rolling.
There is a lever in this.
Try dashing through. I can't. It's amazing.
Try
Raise the
jumping.
sun.
Try tongue.
What horse? Horse? Really? Rockets and weapon. Holy shit! What the fuck is that?
Where is there a lever?
It's above you, it's up the stairs.
Oh, I see. Scrub Lord Brewski. Try lever, then left. Oops.
Cool, thanks, Donovan. I haven't gotten a Amazon email about it. I need to double check my
What is
preferences for wish lists. I assumed it was gonna send me like a receipt or something. I just want to have a plan in place in case someone who I don't am connected to in real life buys something on the wish list, and I want to disperse your points to them.
Okay, so this guy died when he pulled the lever and then something. Weird. Well, let's try pulling the lever and see if we also die. I thought this was going to be like this, the fuel plant level. Oh, broken thief sword. Fuel levels in Jedi Knight Dark Forces. Okay, 57 to 60. And is the arrow that like turns around, is that backstabbing damage?
Let me take a look and see. Yes, that's critical damage.
Mm.
Well, actually, sorry. There's two. The one that's an arrow turned around is riposte, and the one that's a dagger pointed into a person's back is backstab.
Oh, that makes sense. So my backstab actually goes up with the broken thief sword.
So that's correct.
I felt my backstab was doing way more than that before. Is that like a multiplier or something? Oh,
Yeah,
it
that's
looks
not.
cool
That
too.
doesn't reflect the amount of damage you're doing.
Okay.
What are the requirements for these items? It's 2/6 and 9/5. Is that right?
2/6 and 9/5. Oh, I guess I can't technically use the 9 one yet, but I can two-hand it, presumably.
Hey, those might be weapons if you wanted to try out dual wielding later. You have to get both stat requirements to 150% of whatever they are to be able to dual wield.
Okay, so there's a billion messages here and a billion bloodstains. The revolution will acquire pants when there are non-black pants, aka non-fascist pants.
I'm really looking forward to 30 hours from now when you have an all red costume with a hammer and
yes.
sickle and
Oh yes, it's gonna be glorious.
one of them's holy damage.
Okay, so there's like, wait, oh that looked cool. Like a dream, in short, visions of gorgeous view. See, like the ability to make a message like that is really neat. Hides Tower of Flame. Don't you dare attacking. Oh.
I love this game. Dark Souls 2 is fun, and there's so many more messages in this one too, right?
You know who I just found, right? Wait, why can't I talk to him?
It's not actually Solaire.
Oh.
Good similar helmet though.
Try range battle or try bravery.
There is a bonfire up here. Pay attention to the bonfire ahead messages.
Giant butthole ahead. I see the bonfire. Thank you very much.
There it is. I missed that bonfire for hours.
I can see that. Like it. So because of the way it's shaped, because it's not lit up, it just looks like a sword.
Yeah.
Or sorry, you don't see the sword part. You just see it as a light source, and my brain filters
There's
out
other
light
light
source.
sources.
Rise of Evil by Sabaton. I'm not sure I've specifically heard that one. I've been listening to Panzer Kampfton. That's a fun one. Hi, how are you?
Yay, permanent warp location.
Yeah. So I like never have to go through those sewers again. Why? Oh man, I thought I had a backstab there.
I think he's too big.
Oh, I can't backstab him at all.
Backstab's typically reserved for enemies the same size as you. Look it up. He might actually be backstabbable. rolls, man, it's so wonderful. Let your stamina come back before you attack. There's 2 rich enemies. Backstab. Backstab.
No! I fell.
Oh, bummer. You're doing so well.
This is not a boss, because he doesn't have a boss health pool.
No. He's not even a mini boss, he's just a regular enemy.
Really? He seems really buff for a regular enemy.
Well, you're not really meant to come in this area. I guess you'd probably be fine with it. There's another easier area. If you want, I could just like direct you to where the ring is, and you can just try to run there and ignore all the enemies.
Well, now I have to kill this guy because I started.
Well, sure.
Yeah, that Estus Flask takes a long time to drink.
It's rough. Cannot be staggered, backstabbed, or parried. Fairly easy to circle straight and then attacks will be
He also has a very wide attack.
These guys suck.
Oh, so there's no point to beating this guy if he's just a regular enemy.
I'll give you some souls and might drop something, but yeah, he's not a mini boss.
Yeah, but he'll come back. Whoa, there's another one. Super bombs. Let's grab an item. Hey, I got another human effigy. Oh my gosh, there are lots of them.
The ring you're looking for is going to be in a chest
Here?
in this area. Yeah, you might have to interact with. There's some like switches you're gonna have to pull.
Okay.
One of them is guarded by one of the soldiers you walk past. I don't know if you actually have to pull those switches to get to the thing. So, no, I don't think so. Yeah, so go in the giant building that has all the stone nuts in it and hang a right.
That has all the what in it?
All the soldiers you're fighting and hang a right.
Are all these guys like dead Solaires? Yeah, they're all dead. So I just keep progressing, or do I need to go backwards? Oh, hey, there's
Keep
a...
going. There's a chest and there's a hiding knight, the white dude's sitting in front of it. I think you have to kill him or knock him away to get it. You can try kicking him. I don't know if that aggroes him.
Oh my gosh, this is not gonna be... Oh, holy shit. Oh, but I can open it without beating him. I just need to get him away.
Right. You can also backstab him. Just can't backstab him.
I do have a red shield, though. That makes me happy. Or a shield with red on it. Good enough. How do I kick? No, not R2.
Smash R1. So like a jump attack, but use R1 instead of R2.
French game. I'm special. Specially dashly do. There was that stupid tracking.
Sorry for the rapid typing.
No worries. Just trying to figure out. Maybe if I can.
Well, I guess that part of the conversation doesn't need to be in hide. We're just talking about, like, Donovan was saying that he made you pick the shit spec, and I'm like, oh, it's not really a shit spec the way that Dark Souls works. You've pretty much already undone it by leveling up so far. It just makes you start at level 1, you know? So, the other classes are just how the stats are designed.
Are you going to tell me the opening chests is affected by that stat too?
No.
Okay.
You're usually not expected to be opening them when there's enemies around. You could try aggroing the Hydonite and then like running away and luring them far from you and then going back to the chest instead of trying to open it next to you.
That's a good idea.
Oh, yeah, I'm way behind on deaths, my dad.
No worries.
Try to think. Here it's probably been.
Okay, so we're going to. No, there are 4 of you. Oh my god, stupid tracking. Oh, why does opening it take so long? There we go, ring of I'm sorry, Donovan. Have you, like, not been at work or what? Because you were up at your family's house, right? Okay, now equip. Ring of Binding. Yay! How busy at work. Okay. Now where should I go? Because I don't want to fight these guys yet. It's terrible. Oh, I guess I should travel back
There's another exit from.
to Majula.
So this area is absolutely doable. It's just kind of a pain in the ass with your current weapon.
Like, it's not even necessarily hard. I dodged that guy for a few minutes. It just... I assumed he was a mini-boss by the amount of damage I was or was not doing to him.
He's very resistant to slashing damage.
Oh, okay. So if I got on my hammer...
Yeah. There is another exit from the town that you found it. That's a slightly easier area.
Okay. Let's see. Can I go down into the pit? Without dying?
Not right now, no.
Okay. I figured eventually I'll be able to. Like, there's some interesting stuff down there. So it's not over by the way between worlds, but it might be over here. Yeah, okay.
Quadrilateral Cowboy is a pretty cool game. I liked it a lot.
What are people dying to here? Is this a... Okay, I thought that might be a mimic, since people were dying to it. Oh my gosh. gosh, opening up chests takes so long. I got a rusted coin. Cool. Something, something. Pretty music, though.
I looked it up because I wasn't sure. So, the thing that looks like an arrow pointing backwards is counter strength, which is both backstab damage and parry riposte damage. The other icon is poise damage, so how much staggering it does. So I was wrong. The dagger is better at backstabbing.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes me sad because I really like the look of this weapon.
But it'll still give you more damage normally with that, I guess.
Yeah, a little bit. Good luck, skeleton. Let's keep our eye out for bonfires. That doesn't seem to be anywhere. There's a loot there. Look at that loot. That might go somewhere. But first, oh, double loot. Here's a box.
Oh, I should warn you.
An effigy.
If you attack the chest too much, each time you attack it, you do damage to the chest, and you can break the chest and the inside is destroyed. So don't attack chests more than once to check if they're a mimic.
Gotcha. I foolishly thought I might be able to swim.
I think you can fall or jump to that.
What?
I think you can jump or fall to that point.
Yeah.
There are rocks where that item
Yeah,
is,
I just didn't realize that I had to. It's like, oh,
Mhm.
okay. Well, then we'll go swim to it. Nope. Not in the least. Communist doesn't. Now, communists learn to swim at a very young age. The communist youth learned to swim in the Arctic Sea to defend against the fascists trying to send their submarines in. I don't think I had any souls. Okay, so here's my problem. I saw the shallow parts, and I assumed that it was all shallow.
Right.
No. How's the stream quality been?
It's been fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bummer. I think if you just like stand right at the edge there and roll straight forward rather than trying to run for it, you'll be
Maybe.
okay.
I seem to be hitting an invisible wall.
You're just slightly too tall.
It's the problem with good peasant stock. And slightly
So the
too
ring-
green.
It's right. The ring of binding you have equipped right now. If your hollowing level was already below 75% health, then it would bring you up to 75. If you have it equipped before it gets below 75, then it bottoms out at 80. So it's better to have it on before you hit that threshold. You get slightly more max up as a result.
So I tried rolling and I still couldn't fit through. Do I need to come? No, it doesn't look like I could come at it from the other way. Okay. Homeward Bound, Soul of the Lost Undead. I'm iffy on whether or not that was worth it. And I assume I need to Homeward Bound because I'm just going to die here. Oh, maybe
No.
not. Oh my gosh, when you open these guys.
So that pig guy is a scholar of the first Sin edition, and I don't think he's worth it. You have a new weapon now, but he doesn't drop anything. And there's a bonfire nearby up in this area. Keep your eye on the right side of the zone. There's a couple instances of that where there's a fairly tough mini boss enemy.
There's a fairly tough what?
There's a fairly tough mini boss enemy that they added additional spawns of it in the game that were in vanilla.
I see the bonfire. This is pretty rare. I just meant that all peasant stuff is good.
Like all other peasant stuff.
Right.
I am good peasant stuff.
It's like saying holy church. I wouldn't say that the church was unholy. I mean, it is.
Hey, humanoids again. You could potentially equip, I don't think it would affect your equip load that much because the dagger is really light. You could put the dagger in your second right hand slot and swap to it. You can technically dual wield, so you can have like the sword in your right hand and the dagger in your left hand since you're not using the shield. You just won't be like capital D, capital W dual wielding. You won't get special animations. You'll just press L1 to attack with the weapon in your left hand and R1 to attack with the weapon in your right hand. If you get the stat requirement though, then they get a special ability when you're dual wielding the unique animations. If that makes sense. But then you could use the dagger to backstab if it's a backstabbable
Oh,
target.
that's cool. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that makes sense. But wouldn't it be better to switch back and forth between two-handing them?
You can do that in this one. So if you press triangle or the Y button on your Xbox controller, I think it'll start by two-handing one of the weapons, and if you press it again, it'll switch to the other one. You might have to hold the button.
Man, I just can't seem to get a backstab on these guys.
You definitely do need the two-hand thief sword to do any damage. And then this transfer burn.
See, even there, like I knocked him down, but I didn't get a backstab. I don't understand why not.
You got a backstab.
Oh, I did? I didn't stab something in his back. It just...
Oh, every weapon in this game has a unique backstab animation.
Oh, so knocking him down onto his face was the backstab?
That's right.
Yeah.
It just didn't use much damage as the back. Yeah, I can hear your point. So maybe what you do instead of having the dagger in your offhand, you make the dagger be an alternate weapon in your right hand, and then you swap it to your make sure you just always dual-handed or get it out.
Yeah. Oh, I got an arrow gas. Right in it, too. That was unpleasant. Okay, so... dagger in main hand, and then other option is thief sword in main hand? Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now I got the dagger. For max poking buttons. Oh, they lead me. That's a pain. And new. Oh gosh, how many of them are there? Why? Everybody.
So that's the Moonlight Greatsword nominate. It's in every Souls game, including Bloodborne. It's even in like Kingsfield. It was in Dark Souls 1 as well. But he got it from an NPC he met. Since it's super like shiny and fancy, he murdered him for being bourgeois scum.
He was.
Turns out his copy of the sword was a fake.
Bandit's knife. Oh, and the archer is still shooting me.
This sounds like an upgrade over the dagger. Yeah, every bloodstain has a player death.
No.
There's a little white ghost to another player. They died.
Finally got a flask off. How many of these guys are there?
This game changed it to not even so there's a bunch of bloodstains together, so you click on one of them, it shows you all of their ghosts at the same time, so it'll be funny if a ton of people died in exactly the same way.
That's cool. Do I have to pick up my souls in this game, or do I just have to run over them?
Yeah, you have to pick them up.
What?
You have to pick them up. But bandits definitely do.
More death bandits.
Wow, yeah, the dagger backstab is pretty great.
Yeah,
Sure.
oh, the dagger backstab is 300 damage. It's beautiful. That makes me so happy. No, I might not do hovels this game.
Did you try the bandits now?
Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you for reminding me. Bandit's knife. Seems to be... It does the same backstab, slightly less turny arrow, but it also seems to have 67 magic damage. Is that the red for bleed? Oh, it's got bleed. Unable to use this item effectively because I need 11 dex. And I've got 9. So if I two-handed, I should be fine?
Yeah, so it's... two-handing is only for strength, so you do need to get your dex actually to allow you to use that.
What happens if I use it now? Oh god.
It'll be
It's
garbage.
hot.
Yeah, it has bleed and it has significantly better damage than the dagger. Bleed is an invisible bar that fills up when you're attacking and then just fill the bar and doing points of bleed basically. They take a giant burst of damage.
It's the same function.
Yes.
Yeah. Which isn't at all like bleeding, but
Yeah, I wanted to distinguish it from poison, I think, which is the more traditional. Just like a ticking dot.
over time. So now I can go with this. Soul of the Lost Undead. And what I should actually be able to do, which would be exciting, is I might be able to go level up.
And you've got the consumable souls for it too.
Yeah. At least once, but I need to level up twice to use the dagger, which is what I want. Gosh, I have to go back.
What? Why do you have to go back?
To level up.
Oh, right.
That was less than clear. Oh, she's next.
Bearer of the curtains. Less.
I think leveling up at a bonfire is a convenience thing. You get what they're going for, the lore behind having an NPC you talk to. But Archer's probably the least feasible in Dark Souls 1. Every build is very feasible in Dark Souls 2. I think he gets a lot of credit mechanically for magic working really well, dual wielding working really well, heavy weapons working really well. It feels much more balanced than
That's
Dark Souls 1, which has several super balanced or super broken ways to play it, like Havels and heavy weapons.
If by broken you mean beautiful. But yeah, also broken.
The time that Archer starts to have problems is boss fights. It's great up until then, but
Especially depending upon the arena, I imagine.
yeah.
Oh, holy cow. Oh no, I'm gonna be just short of a third level.
Bearer of the nest this.
It's gonna be a bummer. But what I can do is... So, are these bonfires... Do I have a loading screen then? Because I might be tempted to go put this on my SSD if that's very long.
I had this on my SSD.
Okay. It loads pretty fast. I guess it depends on how often I'm using it. Now it's time to switch to the dagger. I feel like that's doing slightly less damage than the dagger originally was.
Different attack animation.
Okay. So now I can go back and get that last level. Yeah, the problem with SSDs, not the problem, but the issue I've run into is that modern games are so huge that you just can't fit
Yeah.
that many on it. Like this was
Right.
18 gigabytes, Elite Dangerous is like 20, and pretty soon
Put
you're
like
out of
World of
space.
Warcraft on there, whatever game you're playing all the time.
Yeah.
Bearer, see, lest this.
So now what else can I level up? Level up adaptation or whatever it is.
Don't neglect health for too long either.
Yeah.
That was a really bad decision on their part.
Don't you like getting one shot?
Adaptability might want to be one that you wait in the future to level up until you can get multiple in one go, because it does nothing for you until you hit the break point. So
Oh, I thought I got... Yeah, I guess that makes sense that I would get one when I first level. That would be broken.
much? Can you look at your stats real quick? For me?
Yeah, so,
Curious how much your agility is.
huh. This dagger is bullshit. The backstab was 292.
Yeah, it's slightly less backside damage. So you're trading that for the bleed and the extra swing damage.
I see. Yeah, but the swing damage is like 7. I'll think about it.
I guess the dagger has significantly better dexterity stealing.
How hard are you? Oh, you're so
Bleed's probably super good on him.
Oh.
You'll very likely fill it.
Let's try that. I think the bleed was getting up like an extra 100. That was somewhat nice. Anyways, sadly, I should go to bed.
Cool. Good night, man. Fun times.
Good night. Thank you. This is a lot of fun. Oh, it's so pretty. I know that's very shallow of me. Good night, Nadavin. Good night, Yukapo. Thanks for watching. See you, Salybane.
you